a symbol of beauty and status, from the markets of India to London's famous shopping district. Since time immemorial, man has gone to extraordinary lengths to obtain this precious metal. In 1848, hunger for gold unleashed an unprecedented global migration to California, the famous gold rush. Today, a new, very different gold rush is underway. In places like this, next to these glaciers, 5,000 meters above sea level in the mountains of Chile, deposits worth an estimated $12 billion, discovered by a satellite. 20 years ago, it would have been unthinkable to look for gold so high up here in the Andes Mountains. Too much trouble and way too expensive. But with gold reserves dwindling all over the world, companies like Barrick Gold are being forced to go to the ends of the earth to extract it. The sign on this once public road leading up to the Pascualama gold mine reads, "No trespassing, private property." This farmer was lucky to have been loaned the key to check on his herd grazing up the mountain.
All this belongs to those people from Barrick now. The foreigners are the new owners of Chile, and we Chileans are just like insignificant insects to them.
Hostility towards Canada's Barrick Gold, the world's largest gold company, is widespread in the Huasco Valley below, an oasis just south of the world's driest desert. It hasn't rained here for 10 years, yet the valley produces some of Chile's best grapes, avocados, and olives for export. Thanks to careful irrigation with the water that comes from the glaciers above. A source of water that farmers like Bernardo Torres fear will become contaminated with the cyanide used for gold mining.
It's a highly toxic activity that will prejudice us all. The leaks and explosives, the impact of the heavy metals will affect our plants and our health, even if they say it won't.
Others worry that the glacier itself may melt away once the mine opens. Because they're white, glaciers reflect the sun's rays, which is why they don't melt. But if they become dark brown from the tons of explosives and dust generated every day from the mine, as environmentalists predict, the glaciers could disappear. Barrick Gold says these concerns are unfounded.
One of the conditions to develop Pascualama is not to be able to affect the glaciers in any way. There are 400 additional conditions, and we are going to adhere 100% to that resolution. And this is why we can say with confidence that we will not affect the quality nor the quantity of the water for the Huasco Valley.
Barrick boasts that where it goes, it leaves progress and development behind. So we went further south to La Serena, to where Barrick exploited a gold mine called El Indio until it closed 5 years ago. Mario Gonzalez, who says he worked for Barrick until shortly before the mine closed, explains that despite precautions, several times highly toxic waste leaked into the river that goes into La Serena's water supply.
Every time it happened, a few hours later, the alarm was sent and a sanitary emergency was declared. No drinking water for 3 or 4 days until the waste washed out into the ocean.
But there were benefits too. At least 1,000 families were able to build their homes here in Villa El Indio, thanks to the jobs the mine generated over a 20-year period. The promise of jobs in the new Pascualama gold mine is important to residents of nearby Vallenar, the provincial capital where unemployment is high, a part of the equation that helped win Chilean government approval for the controversial project.
We're talking about a project worth billions of dollars, and the investment always seems to weigh more than the negative impact it could have.
This sign in the Huasco Valley reads, "The thirst for gold will leave us without water." And despite Barrick's assurances, farmers like Don Manuel believe it. Yet,
I don't think this can be stopped. We are talking about big business, and big business always wins.
a reality driven by the need for international investment and the profits that can be reaped because of man's love of gold. Lucia Newman, Jazeera, in the Huasco Valley, Chile.